have DJ Carrington. DJ Carrington and Brianna Jones taking questions. Emily, go ahead.
Hi, I'll start with Breezy. That first quarter was so hot for you and then cooled off a little bit in the second. I'm just curious, how much did they kind of change the looks that you were getting after that first quarter, through the rest of the game?
I mean, they did a good job making things difficult, but I think our movement of the basketball changed, a little bit, but credit to them to making things difficult. But I think, it's still some things, we're trying to clean up. And I think this game, we're going to learn a lot, get to watch some film and get back to it.
For either of y'all, it's, they seemed like they were getting you guys out of defensive rotation pretty often. I mean, what about their movement was so difficult for you guys to stay in front of?
We just weren't matched up, honestly, to begin with a lot of the times, or we were playing in transition, and it's hard to play defense in transition, so we got to just take better shots and get back so we can get matched up and rotate for each other.
Last one for me, for you, Nate. You really got hot in the second half. It felt like, what changed for you after halftime? Was there anything that kind of helped you find that shot and get it going?
I think I was just overthinking in the first half and trying to play too fast, not trusting myself and my work. So second half, I just told myself to just play my game like I have been all season and just slow down and let it come to me.
Thanks, y'all.
Any other questions? All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I have Stephanie White. Go ahead and do a quick statement and then taking questions. Go ahead, Steph.
Yeah, I'm certainly disappointed. I didn't feel like we played our best game. I felt like, the second half, we were better. Our defense always gives us a chance. We really struggled on the offensive end. Struggled at times, finishing plays defensively, but more than anything, pace and execution offensively. And then when we got opportunities, whether it was at the foul line or when we're making a run, either turnovers or missed free throws, and those just kill momentum. So, disappointed that we didn't come out with a win. Certainly an opportunity to watch the film and get better.
Emily, go ahead.
It seemed like that second quarter, especially, they were getting you guys out of rotation a lot defensively. I mean, just what did you see there about their movement that was making it so difficult to stay in front of?
Well, I think we were a little soft, soft, like reactive on the defensive end. We weren't disrupting anything, weren't disrupting timing. We were allowing them to pass the ball where they wanted. We were off a step on our switches instead of up at the point on the screens. And then when we got in ISO, we weren't in our good off-ball positioning. And so when they did attack, we were stunting when we should have been getting back to our man because we were just a little bit out of position. And look, they're back-to-back WNBA champions for a reason, and they make you pay for the little mistakes. And they certainly made us pay for those, particularly in that run in the second quarter.
Yeah. And I mean, Wilson had a season high in rebounds tonight. I mean, how did you feel like that matchup with AT and Breezy kind of was navigated for her?
Yeah, I mean, she's one of the best, if not the best player in the world, and she's taken her game to another level this year. Her rebounds, a majority of them were defensive. She did get loose and get some offensive rebounds, throughout the course of the game. But, it's a load to cover Asia one-on-one. And, for us, we know right now with where we are from a three-point shooting standpoint, we can't trade threes for two. So we weren't really in a position to send a double. We wanted to make her continue to hit tough twos, and she did hit some tough shots. She was a beast on the glass. She got herself to the foul line. But again, like, you're not going to stop great players. You just want to make it as difficult as possible for them. And she just stepped up.
Last one for me. Just what does a reset look like for you guys, heading into, a second road game against a, new look Seattle team?
Well, we don't have a lot of time. I mean, certainly an early game on Sunday. So we don't have a lot of time. For us, it's watching the film. But we got to quickly turn the page. So we've really got to focus now. We got to flush some of this, and we got to focus now on Seattle. Seattle's a really good team. We got to focus in on what we're going to do defensively to disrupt. You know, their big three are really, really tough. And they really have more than a big three. They got a big four. And so for us, you know, we've got to make sure that we're locked in and we can't spend a whole lot of time, you know, worrying about this game. We got to move on to the next. I think that's one of the beauties of the league, is that you don't have a lot of time to sort of marinate in it. You got to get ready to go against another opponent.
Thanks, Steph.
Any other questions? All right, thanks.
Thank you.